Assalamu alaikum everyone, how are you? I'm making this video for tomorrow's midterm examination for business studies, grade 10s. Some of the following information and the knowledge that I'm giving you would be very important for tomorrow's paper. So first of all, as you know that all topics are coming from chapter number 1 till chapter number 6, which is from the first chapter till the chapter of motivation, which is chapter 6, right? I would especially want you to focus more on motivation because it's a new topic, as well as by being a new topic, it is even tested more often, and there are high chances that it may be tested for tomorrow's paper. Apart from that, the topic of stakeholders and types of business organizations in which we have sole traders, partnerships, private limited companies, public limited companies, all of that could be tested, right? So be prepared for that. These three chapters specifically, any of the content can be tested from chapter 1 till the end, right? But obviously these are the new chapters and which you haven't studied before, so I want you to focus more on that as well. I will be giving you some information right now about motivation. There were some students who were not able to attend the classes for motivation and types of stakeholders. So I'm just going through the stakeholders and motivation, the whole chapter of motivation in a nutshell over here right now. Let's first talk about stakeholders. Stakeholders, this is a separate chapter, chapter 5, in which we have two things: business objectives and stakeholder objectives. First of all, there were business objectives. In business objectives, we have two types of business objectives. First of all, you need to know what are objectives. Objectives are short-term goals which are fulfilled or completed in order to achieve the long-term goals. So in business objectives, we have private sector objectives and then public sector objectives. That means objectives of private sector businesses and objectives of public sector businesses. Objectives of private sector businesses are very easy. It includes roughly 5 objectives, which is first of all survival, then we have growth, then we have profit maximization, which is one of the most important objectives of private sector businesses. Then we have the profit maximization, we have other types of objectives as well, such as CSR, which is corporate social responsibility. Apart from that, to expand the business, that is another objective, which is basically similar to growth, right? So all of these private sector objectives are there mentioned in the booklet. I have given you the notes. Whoever attended the classes, they are completely there in the notes. After this video, I will try to send whatever notes that are in the booklets, and obviously you must be having them, right? Apart from that, when we talk about public sector objectives, those are very simple: to provide welfare to the business, to the economy, or to the country. That is the first and foremost objective of public sector businesses: to provide welfare, to provide a service, to create employment, to increase the GDP. All of this is mentioned in your booklet. Apart from that, we have stakeholder objectives. Stakeholders or stakeholder objectives. Now, when we talk about the definition of stakeholder is very important. Stakeholder is basically people or group of people who have a direct or indirect interest in a business. We did this chapter thoroughly in class. We have different stakeholders, such as the owners and shareholders. These are the main stakeholders. Then we have customers. Then we have employees, which are workers and managers, right? Then we have suppliers as stakeholders. We have the government. We have the lenders, which is the bank, obviously, and then the community as a whole. So the whole community is even a stakeholder, right? So all of these are stakeholders. All of the details that what stake do they really have in the business, it's mentioned over there. So you need to know all of these stakeholders very well. you will get the content. You must be having the content, or if you don't have it, I'll be sending it, or you can take it from anyone. Although everything was done in class. So these are stakeholder objectives. With this, chapter number 5 finishes, and then we move towards chapter number 6. Now, what is chapter 6? Chapter 6 is motivation. Motivation, it basically is motivating employees. That's the name of the chapter. It's in unit 2, which is section 2 of the syllabus. Now, when we talk about motivation, first of all, you need to understand what's the definition of motivation. So motivation is basically a driving force which leads a person or a group of people towards achieving their objectives, right? So it's a driving force which leads people, an individual or a group of people, towards achieving their objectives. That's motivation, right? Now, motivation can be done, or is taught to us in our syllabus in 3 ways. Now, what are those 3 ways? The first way is motivational theories. We'll be learning motivational theories through which motivation is explained. We have 3 theories in all. Second one is financial motivators, and third one is non-financial motivators. So first of all, if we talk about motivational theories, we have 3 theories. First theory is the Maslow's hierarchy of human needs. Remember the pyramid that we made? Maslow's hierarchy of human needs. It has 5 stages. The first and foremost, the bottommost stage is basic needs. Then we have, according to Maslow, these are the 5 stages through which a worker gets motivated. First, they start from the basic needs, which is the lowest stage in the hierarchy in the pyramid, right? Number 2, basic needs are also known as physiological needs. Number 2, the second type of needs are safety needs, safety and security needs, right? Where we talk about job security. The third type of needs are social needs, which include love and belonging, right? Number four, we have esteem needs, which means self-esteem. And number 5 is self-actualization, where you realize your full potential to do something. I've given you many examples in class as well. Self-actualization means when you reach your full potential. For example, if you have the level of an A star, and if you're getting the A star, that's your full potential, right? When you reach that highest level of your ability, right? So that's self-actualization and the whole 5 stages of Maslow's hierarchy of human needs. The second stage, or second motivational theory is we have F.W. Taylor, right? F.W. Taylor is basically Frederick Walton Taylor, who used to believe that every worker is he used to believe in the economic man theory. Every worker is an economic man. That means every worker only gets motivated through money. But he said that don't give money just like that, but give it through a process. And for that, we had the scientific management theory, in which we had 7 steps where it included that you should reward the workers, but after making them go through a process. Like, for example, if you remember, I'm just summarizing all those 7 points. That give them a task, see them, observe them doing that task, identify the best method out of that task, and then reward the people who are performing best even after using the best method, and who are not performing, obviously don't reward them. So F.W. Taylor in a nutshell was that workers are only motivated through money, but money should be given through a process, not just like that, right? That was F.W. Taylor, and that process is written in the notes, which is the scientific management theory. Just check that out, right? Apart from that, the third one was the third motivational theory is very simple: Herzberg's 2-factor theory. Herzberg's 2-factor theory was based on 2 things: hygiene factors and motivators. Hygiene factors refer to all the external factors. Hygiene is something external. So hygiene factors refer to extrinsic rewards. That means anything which is materialistic. Let's say salary, wages, working conditions, working environment. All of these are included in hygiene factors. You've written that in the booklet. Book may be here. It's present everywhere. Apart from that, the other factor in Herzberg's two-factor theory is motivators. Motivators are intrinsic factors, internal, intrinsic, something which satisfies you internally, right? So intrinsic factors which satisfies you internally. For example, job satisfaction, you enjoy doing your work, it's something internal, you're enjoying it. Apart from that, motivation, getting from you get motivation from getting promoted. Let's say you get promotion, you're internally satisfied, although you get external satisfaction as well, like money when you get promoted, but internal satisfaction is motivators. Another example could be appreciation from the management, right? Job recognition, they recognize your work, they appreciate your work, that gives you internal satisfaction. So motivators include all the internal factors that motivate and satisfy you internally. So these are all the motivational theories. After that, we have the second way of motivation in our chapter, in our syllabus, which is financial motivators. Now, financial motivators include all the motivators which include finance, money, right? So these are very simple. In this, basically we first have wages, then we have salaries. You need to know that wages are paid on a daily basis, hourly basis, or a weekly basis, right? And then we have two types of wages, time rate and piece rate. Time rate, you pay the worker according to the time they work. Piece rate, you pay the worker wages according to the output they produce, right? That's piece rate. And what is salary? Salary is paid to workers on a monthly basis, right? Pakistan is other salary system hai, so you know about it, right? So salary is paid monthly, right? So I hope you need to be clear about time rate, piece rate, and salary. And then we have commission. Commission is paid on sales. Whatever sales you make, commission is paid on that. Then you have profit sharing scheme, where you share the profits, some percentage of profit with your employees, right? That is profit sharing scheme. We did commission. Then there is bonus. Bonus is basically given to workers without any reason sometimes, and sometimes it's performance based. Usually on occasions, company's anniversary, Eid, Christmas, Holi, on these occasions, bonuses are given, right? So bonuses are payments given without a reason, or sometimes it's performance based, right? So all of this is present in the notes and the booklet and the book. Everywhere it's there. This is what it's going to be tested. The final thing is non-financial motivators. This includes obviously all those motivators which satisfy you non-financially, which are, for example, कौन से हैं इसमें? First of all, non-financial motivator include job rotation. When your job is rotated within the organization, let's say, for example, if you're doing the same job again and again, you get demotivated at times, right? So if your job is rotated, you're sent to another designation within the organization, you feel motivated. It's something new for you within the organization. So that is known as job rotation. Then you have job enlargement. Job enlargement is when you do the same nature of work at a larger scale, right? Let's say, for example, I'm teaching O-levels, for example, and previously I had 3 batches, now I'm teaching 5 batches. That is job enlargement. Obviously, this helps to make more money, so it does internally motivate you that you're working at a bigger scale, but it's not that big a motivator. Okay, number 3 is job enrichment. When your job gets enriched, your job is improving. That means I was, for example, previously only teaching O-levels, and now I'm even teaching A-levels. So after O-levels, if I'm teaching A-levels, that is even job enrichment. The fourth thing is, there are other points as well, but I'm only going through the important ones. So job enrichment, enlargement, rotation is done. Job satisfaction, when you get satisfied by doing a job. Quality circles, where you work with fellow workers on quality related issues. When the company asks you, or the business asks you to work on quality, that means they feel that you're important, and they make you feel important because they select you to work in circles which are quality circles. That means they think that you can provide quality to the organization. That's another way of motivating people. Then we have another non-financial motivator, which is team working together in teams. So if you're working together in teams, that is even a non-financial motivator. that helps you even if you're not getting money, but by working in teams, working together, you do get motivated. So this is what it is. We'll have maximum of 6 marks in a question, which we've done before as well in the tests. Everything is crystal clear. I hope that you do practice a lot of questions. If you need some questions, ask me on the group after watching this video. Whoever does not have notes, mention on the group, communicate on the group. If you have any serious queries that you don't understand anything at all, message me directly as well. I'm there for you, right? So I want all of you to do very, 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 very well in business, inshallah, and I want you to nail it. And for 11s, I want all of you to have a very good result, prior to 11s in business, so that you have a good head start for that, right? So all the best for tomorrow. I'm sending this video in the group. Ask me any questions, and see you tomorrow.